How's it going, everybody? Meister Patrick here, and today I'm starting a new series for the game Grow Home. I'll be playing it on Steam. This is a game that I really liked, and I was actually originally planning on playing on the channel after Contrast, making it my second series, but instead I did Gravity Rush. Bud here is doing a little dance for all our newbies. If you're new, subscribe and help us get to 1,000. If you've been here for a little while, then thank you for coming back, and hopefully you'll stick around for this series, as I'm pretty excited for it. Before we jump in, I'd like to point out that in the bottom right, you can see I have 100% completed this game already. I'm a big fan of it. I think it's a lot of fun. It's made by Reflection Studios, which is a team in Ubisoft. And but for this series, I'll be quitting out of this fully completed game, and I'll be doing something a little special for you guys that is part of the reason why I originally didn't play this on the channel, which is that I'll be starting a whole new game. And when you do, it tells you that overwriting the existing saved game, meaning I will lose my 100% playthrough of this. I have all the achievements, I have everything that there is to get, and I don't know if I'll be willing to do that again, so basically committing to not having that anymore. But I've already pushed the button, so let's jump in. Star Planet Exposition, day 937. Life-sustaining ecosystem discovered. Scanning for star plant. Star plant located. Activating botanical utility droid. Deploying exploration tools. Launching Bud. And here we are, Bud. Objectives. Explore ecosystem. Grow star plant to 2,000 meters. Harvest seeds for return to Earth. Have fun. Internal power low. And there we are. Here we are, Bud. As you can see, I'm no longer in a ninja outfit, and I am just Bud. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this. Mom tells us to activate telerouters to travel by Wi-Fi. Ooh, fun. So how do I activate? Oh, this one should already be activated. If I hit start, there you go. So now you can see I have 0% of anything. So is all my databank stuff's gone too. I had all that. So I don't quite know what this is going to look like. I think maybe I have to activate a second one. So let's go ahead and head out. Oh, grab a crystal. Why not? So the way this game plays is you move around with the left stick, which is pretty simple. As you can see, I move kind of slow. Like I'll start pressing right now. Oh, there you go. He kind of has some pickup. But you can see it takes a little while before you actually get going. So right, and I'll tell you when I switch to left, left now. And now I'm moving left. So it's kind of slow. Now you have A to jump, which I don't appear to even be able to jump yet. But you can grab with the left and right trigger in this game. So you can see, I don't know how easy it'll be to see with Bud in the way here, but the direction I'm facing, there's a little blue and red circle, which is kind of behind me. Yeah, there. I'm sure you see the little blue and red circle. And when I'm close enough, they turn into these little grabbers. And so the little grabbers indicate where you can grab. See, that's the blue circle, and then see it turns to a grab means I can grab onto it, and then I can let go of the left one, and same thing with this little red or pink one. I can do the same thing. So pink is my left hand, blue is my right hand, and you just control pretty much everything with the left stick. You can kind of control with the right stick, basically, you know, is which direction you're facing, and then the left stick, you can move around even facing the same direction. So I mean, it's kind of intuitive, but it's a little confusing sometimes, like how to do the best you can, whatever. But anyway, Mom is our eye in the sky. She's the one who dropped us off. So this is a Bud compatible fuel resource, classic crystals to upgrade. So all you have to do is grab onto them and pull them out. And there you go. Now I have mobility increased, find more crystals, increase power. So now I can jump with the A button, which I could not do before. And those are all my controls. Oh, you can hold B to self-destruct, but hopefully I won't have to do that. And if you grab things like this, you can, I think actually you have to take them over to the teleporter. Is that how it works? And then you can scan them, and that's how you get things for your. Yeah, I believe that's it. Yeah. So yeah, if I drop that in there, there we go. That should be doing something. There we go. Yay! Scanned items are registered in the databank. Check the mission report screen for details. So there we go. I can go to the databank, and I got this new thing, which is the jerkweed. The somewhat repugnant spiky weed has an unusually bloated root structure and a rather distinctive odor. My word, I can smell it through the telerouter. One of the few vegetables I've ever met that I really don't get on with. So there you go. That's the jerkweed. I assume mother or mom is giving us those. I forgot what mom stands for. I believe it's mobile operating. I don't remember what the M stands for. So yeah, you can see here we can climb. So we'll go ahead and we'll do exactly as they say. You just climb, hop, grab. You can grab pretty far. This game kind of, as you can see, none of our limbs are actually attached to one another. Or I don't know, maybe you can't see. I'll show it a little bit better when we stand up here. You see that nothing's actually attached. There's like a space, whatever, in between like our two arm segments and our hands and our leg segments and our feet. And I'll get into what makes this game special, I think, as we get a little further on. But maybe you'll notice it. There is something very unique about this game that at the time had never been done before. And as far as I know, probably hasn't been done to this degree since. Just because, as you can see, well, whatever, I'll get into that, like I said, later. But as you can see, it's a little janky, all the moving. And that's kind of because, again, this is the kind of a one-of-a-kind, or two-of-a-kind. This game actually has a sequel, which is better. It's called Grow Up. But I want to start with Grow Home, because it's the first one, you know. But I've 100% completed both games, so I'm a big fan of this series. I'm a star boy. I'm not a star boy, but I am a fan of these series. So, whoa, there we go. Second cutscene with frozen butterflies. Crumbs. This place is remarkable. Examine the wildlife carefully and grow that star plant. Okay. Crumbs. I guess mom is like, appears to be from the UK or something. Very English, maybe, perhaps. She says things like crumbs and my word, I don't know. What a feathery, potential floaty flower form. Potentially floaty, yeah, what a feathery, potentially floaty flower form. Yep, sure is. Let's grab it. So now I have a backpack. Yay! And I can deploy and stow with Y. So if I press Y, you see I can pull out my little flower and I put it back. So it's kind of cute. And it allows you to float. The only one downside is that you will lose, I mean, it's not a downside, it's just the caveat, or whatever you want to call it, is that you lose petals as you go. Grab another crystal. There we go. 3 crystals and 10%. So there's 100 crystals in the game. So you can tell how far along we are by so we need 10 crystals to get 10%, basically. Pretty simple, pretty simple. And, you know, we still haven't gotten into the main concept of the game yet, so, you know, let's not get into it. But these are sheep, and they're very cute. Everything in this game is very cute. No, come back here. No, he's trying to run away from me. Come back here, little sheep. Oh, he ate it. Oh, the thing. Oh, look, there's a crystal right there. So it's a lot of this. You basically, the main point of this game is this climbing mechanic. You're basically like climbing simulator. I don't know what else to call it. But let's open up this telerouter, and then we'll get a little bit more information about what's going on here. So we just grab on to the feet. A handy point-to-point teleporter. Yes, we will put that down. That'll open up our telerouter, and you actually you can turn the telerouters back off by, I believe, picking up any one of these. And, or no, I don't think you can turn them back off. I think you can pick them up. I guess not. But I know the one in Mom always gets turned back, or always gets picked back up, but it never gets turned off. Once it's turned on for good. So let's hop into here. And with the lift sticks, you can now navigate between the different points. Although it's kind of difficult to do. Is this our only... Can we not teleport back to the other one? Oh, because there's only one, so I can't navigate between them. Yes, so what I could do is, yeah, you just step into here, and then you press X. It says teleport. So that's your basic navigation. Says, oh, this thing's still here. Again, we'll get into all the quirks of this game when I get a little bit further on, because this is going to be a full series. So I'll have plenty of to talk about, for sure. Those butterflies, I don't believe you can scan. Actually, you can see a list of everything scannable right here, and they show pictures. You can see there's no butterfly. And there's no more. There's not a second page. It's pretty simple. I don't know how you get this plant into the teleporter, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. So we'll teleport back to the other telerouter. Here I am. Over Wi-Fi, the power. The never-ending power. So you can see there's crystals all over the place. But before this video gets on too far, I should probably just show what the whole point of this game is, because we have yet to get to the main point of this game. Go ahead and grab that. Whoa, I think I can get to 10 before getting to the main point, but not... I would have to look very hard, and so I don't think I will be getting to 10. So kind of a weird, interesting thing about this game is I'm actually holding the left trigger, which is kind of like helping me get higher. Yeah, Bud will like magnet onto the wall. There we go. If you, once you pulled it out, you don't have to keep holding on. It'll automatically get absorbed. But yeah, so it's kind of an interesting thing. I think you can refill these dandelions just by grabbing a new one. Yes, and you can see that refilled my meter. on my backpack there. And you see there's no heads-up display. Kind of another, again, there's plenty of stuff. This game is very unique. I really love it. If nothing else, I love the art style. It's very, I don't know, it's just, I don't know, unique, this whole game. This is basically this game in a nutshell. So let's go ahead and find the main purpose of this entire endeavor, which is the star plant. So you can see 0 out of 4 floating islands. So, well, okay, well, it's gonna take me a second to get used to. I was gonna try to read that. Hopefully it pops up again. Here we go. Grab the chute and hold tight. Grow with X. Yes, so you should be able to guide chutes towards the energy rock, says Mom. Yes, I can. As you can see, there's an energy rock right in front of me, which will make this easy. I basically just press X, and oh, suddenly it'll start growing. The controls are reversed on those things, so that's something to get used to. Marvelous, 3 more energy rocks should connect the star plant to that floating island overhead. Yes, the floating island, which we will look at that floating island here. There we go. This game is a little glitchy, but you know, you deal with stuff. So the floating island in question is that one. Very, very big one with lots of crystals around it. And that is for a reason. I think I hear a crystal. I don't know if you guys hear that, but the crystal's right there. Oh, nice. I got it. I need only 3 more to get up to 10. Let's see if we can find those 3 more then. So yeah, the main point of this game, I think already stated, is to grow the star plant up to 2,000 meters by plugging these little chutes, there's another one right there, into these floating energy islands. And so as you grow chutes, this one wasn't long enough, but chutes will beget more chutes. So you never have to worry about running out of chutes if you miss. You can always get more chutes. The only issue is you can potentially ram a chute into a crystal and then not be able to recover that crystal. Supposedly, I don't know. I didn't have that problem in my playthrough, but that is, you know, a potential problem. This game is very haphazard. Extremely elastic new growth. Interesting. Yes, these allow you to spring up, which are incredibly practical for making height. And that's kind of a lot of this game is basically climbing. So I wouldn't say the main purpose of this game is climbing. Grab the red flower on the star chute and connect to an energy rock. Yes. The main point of this game is not to climb. The main point of this game is to grow the star plant. But in order to grow the star plant, there's just a lot of climbing inherently involved with that. And so this game, you end up climbing as a product of trying to grow the star plant. So a lot of the game, for me, is trying to find the most efficient ways of gaining height without having to use my least effective method, which is to just slowly climb, as I have been doing. Come on, go ahead. There we go. I refilled my thing, and I can come over here. I don't know how I'm gonna get this plant into the recorder though. Unless there's a way to, oh yeah, this thing appears to be able to move. I just need to grab it, and that's very big though. I don't know if I'll be able to get that one. Let me see if I can grab another one. I'm determined to, there we go. Oh no! So I believe water instantly kills me, but to show that off, boop. Oh, it doesn't instantly kill me. It just kills me rather quickly. You're doing very well, bud. Well done. Yes, thank you, Mom. I do feel as though I'm doing rather well. Yeah, I don't know how much to get into this first episode, but basically this game's pretty amazing for 2 reasons. The first reason is, and I'll get into these more deeply, I think, in later episodes, but for now, I'm thinking I should probably just at least reference what it is that makes this game special. Why am I showing it off, right? Because right now it just kind of looks like a dinky, growing, walking simulator. So this game was the first game at the time to use a true walk cycle. So a walk cycle in any game is whatever what the character's doing right now. They're walking. And it's the same cycle as you see, is repeating the exact same motion over and over again. In most video games, especially before this one, the walk cycle was pre-animated or canned or whatever you want to call it. But basically, they did the same thing over and over again, no matter what the situation. So if you're walking on a flat surface, it would look perfect because that's just the way it was designed. But if you're walking up a inclined surface, such as this one, it would look as if they were walking on invisible ground because they'd still be walking horizontally, even though the ground underneath them was climbing vertically. And that was just a product of walk cycles, because walk cycles, as I said, were pre-animated. They weren't designed for the terrain that they were on. So this was the first game in which, and usually the character didn't necessarily collide with the ground, like their feet weren't actually pushing off of the ground or anything like that. Like if you look in contrast, you can see if you go frame by frame, you can see that the feet actually slide along the ground because the character's just doing this canned pre-rendered animation while moving a fixed distance away from the floor at a fixed speed. So this character, B.U.D, does not do any of that. He uses what's called a procedurally generated walk cycle. So procedural generation is just the fancy computer word for random, because it's not random. Random would mean that he would move spontaneous, strange ways all the time, and there'd be no rhyme or reason. That is not true. It's procedurally generated, which means that it has limitations and boundaries, and they know which way they want it to go, but they don't know where it's going to end up. And so that's what he does. He has this procedurally generated walk cycle, which means that his feet always, and it doesn't work because, again, this is the first time this has ever been done, but his feet always find the floor, or they try to find the floor as best as they can. And when he actually walks, he's actually walking on the physical floor. So you can see no matter what surface you're standing on, his feet will find their way to be on that surface, and when you actually move in a direction, he is physically pushing off of that surface to move in that direction. To some degree, this isn't true. To some degree, you are just moving this floating body, and like you can see here, right, clearly my feet aren't actually propelling me. It's just my body moving, and the feet more seem to just find a place to land on the ground. But again, for the time, it was the first time anything like this had been done or tried. The first time that these procedurally generated walk cycles where your character's movement actually looks real and physical every time they move. It looks like, again, if you look at my body, it is always a fixed distance from the ground, no matter, well, not if I run into a wall, I guess, but yeah, the fact that every time I make a movement in this game, it is a completely unique movement. There's nothing preloaded about this character. There's some preset values that goes into it. So that's why if I walk slowly on a flat surface like this, it'll look like I'm doing the same thing over and over again. But it's actually recalculating every single step every time I walk. It just so happens that each step ends up running into the same answer because there's nothing in the way. But that's coincidence, as I'm saying. Can I get one of these sheep into that teleporter? We're gonna find out. Come here, sheep. Come here. You're gonna go into the teleporter. It's not gonna hurt. You just have to come. So cute. So that's step one of this game. The second thing about this game that is totally unique and awesome is that everything in the entire game is remembered all the time. Which means anything you do to the world will stay that way forever. So when we pulled one of those cactus tops off of that cactus and dropped it in the water, at the end of this playthrough, we can come back to here and look for that cactus in the water, and it'll still be there. The one exception I think might be the water. I don't, because I think the water might despawn things. And this sheep, has agency and he'll move on his own. But if I were to displace something, anything in this world, just for us to check, which I think I might do at this point. Go on, go in there, get in there. There, good sheep. So we saw that when I moved the plant into the telerouter way back at the beginning. It was still there when I went back to it. And that will remain true till the end. Which is why I pull things out of the telerouter usually after they've been scanned, because otherwise they will stay there forever. Because everything you do stays forever, which is a really, really cool idea. And that's better explored in Grow Up, which is the sequel. In this game, it's kind of hard to remember what you've done, so everything just seems kind of arbitrary, but I can assure you that everything persists, which is very unique. Most games, when you get too far away from something, get off of that. Come here. Usually, in most games, when you've walked far enough away from something, that thing will stop existing. Basically, this was really bad if anyone's played Just Cause 2. In Just Cause 2, you could walk a very, very short distance from something and it would no longer exist. Basically, as soon as you stopped looking at something in Just Cause 2, usually it stopped existing. It was pretty bad. But this game took the opposite approach to that. It was the first game where you had agency as a character in this world, and things that you did actually mattered to the world, and would persist, whatever. And it basically gave you a way to, the unique way that you grow your star plant is the way that it exists for you, and no one else's star plant will look like that, because the star plant grows in a procedural way, procedurally generated. It's quote unquote random where the shoots spawn out of. It's quote unquote random. I think the main stock grows in the same direction every time, if I'm not mistaken. But I do know all the shoots and all the leaves are all unique. And so the save file that I deleted is something that cannot be gotten back. Even if I were to 100% complete this game again, the game will not look the way that I left it. It'll look the way that this new world that you and I are building together will look, which I think is part of the reason. Oh no, Mr. Sheep is stuck at the rocks. Which is part of the reason why I thought this would be an amazing game to do for the channel, because as I said, the world that we build here in this playthrough will be unique to this channel. It'll be a unique Zoink Meister grow home world, and just kind of decisions we make along the way, though minor and only relevant to the position or location of different objects, still is unique to us. And so yeah, I thought, I don't know, it's those are the things that make me love this game. Is its commitment to these ideals that, again, for the time were very, very unique. And this game is kind of glitchy because of it. This game has a lot of issues just due to the nature of the beast here. So there we go, put it right back. So Bud himself, as you can see, I kind of stumble all over the place. It's very hard to move. He's very finicky. The more stuff you change the location of, the more the game seems to have a hard time, although it's not too bad, honestly. I feel so bad for this. We should free this guy. I don't know how, but we should definitely free him. Come here, Rock. Come here. We're gonna free the sheep. You can't kill anything in this game. This game's not there's no Call of Duty. Call of Duty shoots your mom. Shoot your mama. This is a game about growth and come here. I hope that's not your home. I hope I didn't just wreck your home. Play nice. There's no virus here. You get to play with your friends. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. It's I think this is different. Oopsie daisy. You can see I'm holding back. I've been holding back for a little while now. I'm still holding back. There we go. Come on. Come here. You're wondering why I'm grabbing all this stuff. I don't know. My original plan wasn't to do a completion playthrough of this. I was just going to do a yes, Mr. Sheep. Hi, it's nice to meet you. My original idea was I was going to basically just finish it, just get to the top, and then call it a day. But I don't know. Now I'm sitting here talking and grabbing stuff and dragging. Oh, Mr. Sheepy's helping me. Well, thank you, Mr. Sheepy. That's very kind. How am I going to get that? There we go. Well, that worked. I think this is unique. Yes, new item scan. Nice. Let's get out of there. Oh, come here. There we go. I'm not gonna worry about getting that all the way back. But yeah, so if anywhere throughout the series, if anyone keeps up with this and keeps along and notices things that we do and then see it again later, feel free to leave a comment about that down below. I would love to hear what kind of little unique things you guys might notice. Although you see, I like to put stuff back just for that exact reason. But I don't know, you might notice things just throughout it. Like I could topple that rock up there, and if we came down, that rock wouldn't be there. But for now, I don't know. Let's go ahead and grow one more shoot. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this crystal though, because I saw it, and so you seize it, you wants it. Also, I want to get 10 crystals and grow at least one more shoot. I think that's gonna be my plan for this episode. So yeah, one more crystal and then one more shoot. Well, thank you. So this is probably also a good opportunity to mention that if I do plan on making this 100% completion, which I'm thinking about still, I don't know. I guess I could ask you guys if you're interested in seeing something like that. I would definitely have to cut some stuff as I look for crystals, as the crystals aren't always the easiest thing in the world to find. So you should now have an increased camera control. What? Wait, what changed? Increased camera control? What does that mean? Oh! Press right stick button to zoom in and out. Oh, that's cool. I'd forgotten this existed. Okay, well, nice. That might come in handy, especially for looking at some nice snazzy thing. Ooh, Spoorpy. Yes, there's a couple crystals in here. I think. So when I said nothing can, you can't kill anything. You don't have weapons ever. That never changes. This is, like I said, a game about growth. But that's not to say, I believe there's at least one animal that might be able to break Buddy, the way that the water does. You just kind of like fall apart. But I'm not sure if that's in this game or if that's unique to the second game. Because I know in the second game for sure. Whoa, see Daisy? There we go. In the second game for sure, I know you can. There's things that can hurt you. But in this game, I'm less certain. Also, there's no stamina meter. Oh, come on. So if you fall, it's just because you were bad at making sure you grabbed onto something. There we go. Finding all kinds of crystals. Whoa, I don't think there's anything else unique in here. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, nope, I think that's it. Yeah, just kind of a nice little neat location. Hopefully I'm not gonna, you know, this is kind of, when you're looking at like 100 crystals, it can be hard if I miss like one somewhere and I have to figure out where that was. But yeah, a lot of this game is just learning to climb effectively, basically. Because a lot of your climb is a combination of your left stick, as I said before, some, you know, that's left, that's right, that's up, that's down. Your right stick, so it's the direction you're actually facing is where he's gonna put his hands. So kind of want to do this like maximum reach thing, where you look up and then pull down, whatever. There we go. Should be good. It's good to like just use your hands to even. Whoa! Aha! The flower is good for like stopping yourself if you're coming to a fall, but make sure I grab that for sure. I don't think I'll be able to get to 20 here, but we will grab one more of those shoots. So let's go ahead and figure that out. Yeah, so you can use your hands to kind of like make yourself walk with a bit more purpose, because you get a little bit of gravity in the direction, or magnetism in the direction that you're grabbing, which is kind of weird. So you see I was like stumbling backwards, and then as soon as I faced the ground, he like rushed forwards. So there is that. That's kind of a property of this game. And then, yeah, as you notice, there's no music. But there are sounds. And those sounds are, kind of give you indication of what's going on around you. They're useful, and so I'm kind of listening for them. I'm kind of half an ear out for them, I'd say. Not really fully listening, because I am kind of also looking. Those shouldn't be exclusive, should they? But they are, for me. I don't know. Probably not all the time. Oh, I guess because I'm talking. Talking is what I was actually going to say. Is, because I'm talking, I hear myself talk. I'm monitoring my voice when I do these recordings, so I am sort of talking over the game, even for myself. So, but I'll try to listen for stuff. Hopefully, I think I can probably hear it better than you guys even can, because I have, I usually will duck the audio, although for this game that might not be necessary, since so little of the game actually makes noise. So yeah, we'll probably use this. Wonky. There we go. And then we'll aim that. Grab right there, and then okay, we're gonna go right and down a little, up a little, probably like right there. Perfect. You see we're gaining height, 120 meters. Nice. Maybe we'll get through this whole first phase. How much time do I have? It's kind of not really much more time. Some of that stuff will probably be cut out, right? Let's go ahead and rush these next couple, and we'll call it a day. Usually my episodes will be about 30 minutes, I'm thinking, for this series, as they're usually 30 minutes for every series. Bounce up. Grab on. There we go. Where's my next? Okay, there's 2 more rocks. Question is, are there any chutes up here? I don't know where the highest chute is. There's one. Use this one. Grab. So we're gonna go for that one on the right. So, yeah, so we won't always make it with every shoot launch. Like this one even might not make it. Hopefully it does. You kinda, there we go. I always try to make it with every shoot launch, but you can see even out of the shoots grow these like, the leaves, and again, more shoots can grow out. So you're never really hurting for a shoot, which is part of, again, why it's not random, because I assume, if it were 100% random, then there's a chance that you wouldn't have all the shoots that you would need, which is no fun. No one wants that. So I think there's probably some degree of a surety that you will always have a shoot if you're looking for one. We'll go ahead and use this. Actually, I don't think we need the leaf. Let's just go ahead and grab that shoot. And I'm saying shoot a lot, right? Anyone else feel that? Let's grab a new flower, actually, because this one's almost dead. I think that's one of the upgrades you get. So you can see this cactus still only has its 2, and it will only have this 2 till the end of the game. that will always be true. Let's grab that. Yep, there we go. That filled up. And, oh, see, there's another chute right here, but that one I think is probably too far for where we're going. I could use that one. Is that the one I was aiming for before? I don't know. Let's get over to it. Oh, whoopsie daisy. We gotta make sure you're grabbed on. You'll hear a little clack every time I grab on. Of course, for me, I'm listening for the clack, and I know when I'm pressing grab, so It'll make probably more sense for me than it will for you guys, but we'll grab this. I can even... Here. That's the sound I'm listening for. Okay, so we want to... Usually you want to be sitting on the top, and then you can kind of steer it ahead of time. Yeah, there we go. But they're not the easiest things in the world to steer. And they're a little bit more straight, and they kind of move on their own too. It's not 100% your control. You have to like wrangle them a little bit where you want to go. And there you go. What fierce growth. Marvelous. Quite wonderful, if you ask me. Of course, you were not asking me, were you? Well, whose fault is that? I would say it's not mine. I'd say it's yours. You're not asking the proper questions. I know there's a crystal on this rock somewhere. I don't know where, though. There it is. Do I want to try to go for 20 before the end of the video? Should probably save the next area for the next area, right? If there's more crystals in this area, I might want to take a look. But, you know, opportunities like this allow you to see more. But I think I'm going to go ahead and look for the last crystal, and then we'll probably call this a video. I'm going to see if I can find 2 more without moving on to a new area. It's my current plan. So I'll see you when I find another crystal. Oh, and if you see any frame drops at any point, that's the game. Like, this, as I said, this game's not the cleanest thing in the world. So there's going to be plenty of frame drops and stuff like that. I only have 1 more petal on my flower, so we're going to go ahead and grab a new flower. Yeah, I don't think you actually pull the flowers out. I think you just hold on to it for long enough. All right, see if we can't find another crystal. There's one right there. Boom, baby, found it. Another kind of fun thing about this game, which I talked about a little bit in my Gravity Rush playthrough, which is whenever you have an open world, which this is a completely open world, that is another thing that's excellent about this game, but more so in the second game, where the world is 100% open. Yeah, by all definitions, there's no limitations. In this game, there technically are no limitations, except for water kills you. So that's a limitation, but there's no walls. There's no invisible walls or visible walls anywhere in this game. Anywhere that you can see, you can go to, including the water. It's just the water will kill you if you try. Versus, I wonder if these purple versus the red ones are different. That might be worth scanning. I can actually just check. I'll also read these databank entries. The red ones, I think, are different from the purple ones. Well, let's read some of these other ones. So this is the Fractus. This sturdy water-retaining perennial is very well adapted to a harsh desert environment, or the kitchen windowsill of a shared flat. Much like its cousin, the cactoid, the Fractus has evolved to withstand long droughts and the searing heat of direct sunlight. You coming along and tearing chunks off it hardly seems fair, now I think about it. Oh well, that's science for you. The cactoid. The cactoid is a compact sphere of fibrous vegetable matter. It's really heavy. I'm amazed you got it to the telerouter. Well done, bud. You're significantly stronger than your factory specifications indicate. Did you roll it, or kind of drag it? I wasn't watching. We kind of did a little bit of both, honestly. This is the Gordle. Gordle. This robust member of the squash family is great in stews and riscottos, so I'm told. I have no taste buds, and less of a clue why life forms make such a fuss about fuel. Honestly, you should hear them. Try roasting these root vegetables with these herbaceous leaves and some sodium chloride. Sounds like gibberish to me. This is a Meep. Meeps are cute. Oh, you're a pretty ruminant animal, aren't you? And you're a quadruped. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'll call you Terrence. I guess his name is Terrence now. It's not really fair to keep pets in a spaceship. Otherwise, we'd be taking this one home. But you'd be feeding it and cleaning up after it. Especially that last bit. This one's Terrence. So if anyone remembers that little sheep that we found under the rock pile, his name is Terrence. It has been decided. So I need this crystal, and then we're going to drag the red spiny thing. Yay! I have enough power for minimal thrust. So engage A while jumping, and I have rocket power. Rocket power, as you can see for right now, is not very strong. It's better as a hover mechanic than an actual anything else, but it's very good. It's basically replaces like your flower, because this you can kind of stay in place for a bit, which, I don't know, it does some good. You see my rocket power is in the bottom left, and it fills up with time. So it's pretty good, and it increases my jump power if you use it like immediately, as you saw there. But for the most part, that's not really what you rely upon it on for, because you have your grabs, so you don't really need rocket power. But it can later we'll get a stronger one, basically is what it comes down to. And when we do, it'll be a lot more practical. And being able to thrust can be very, very helpful when you're dragging stuff, because a lot of times your feet get caught on the object, and so you can't really walk, and so being able to thrust can help move your stuff. Like here, if we can thrust over this, yeah, see, there we go. Right, it just kind of helps. It helps with getting over stuff. Hello there. Is that Terrence, or is Terrence further back? Where's Terrence? I think that one might be Terrence. I don't know. This one could be Terrence, honestly. It's very hard to tell. Let's go ahead and pull this into here, and we should have a unique life form, I believe. Yet again. Yes, new item scan. Gonna grab that and pull it back out. There we go. We'll just put it over here to the side, and we'll read that, and we'll probably call it a day there. So this one is the snark grass. Snark grass is a rare derivative of jerkweed, and is equally horrible. Seriously, this stuff stinks. If I wasn't committed to scientific discovery, I'd tell you to throw it in the sea. Also, snark grass has been known to turn into a monster during a full moon. Sorry, that's a werewolf. Different thing. We can throw it in the sea. I don't mind throwing it in the sea. Let's do that. I do not mind throwing things in the sea. I need more rocket power, I think. Ooh, I don't know if I have enough. We can try. My rocket power refill, and we'll drop it as we fly on by, all right? Here we go. Here's the plan. It might get me killed, but it's worth it. Drop it in the sea. Yeah! Yay! And there it goes. Where it'll stop, nobody cares. Oh, shoot! I'm gonna die. Walk forward! Walk forward! I died. Oh, please take a little more care, bud. Yes, I'll try. But I threw the thingy in the sea, so nyeh. Also, yeah, your last save point is whichever tile router you specifically walked into last, and we should have saved everything. You constantly save everything in this game, but yes, we're all good to go. So that's it for this episode. I imagine I probably won't do these. Okay, that was not safe. I should have just used my flower. There's crystal right there. I knew there would be one. So yes, usually these will probably be not. I mean, I doubt I'll actually do the dropped items often wash up on shore. Oh, there you go. Okay, so things that end up in the ocean will spawn on the shoreline somewhere. So that answers that question. Because yeah, I thought you could drop stuff in the water and they'd like despawn. And yeah, I guess they kind of do, but they just respawn, you know, basically on the shoreline somewhere. So yeah, there's some grass. That's also new. It's every plant in this game is something new. It's science. You know the importance of science, don't you? I'm trying my best, boss. So this is grass. This simple, narrow-leaved life form is common to many worlds. Fast-growing and hardy, these lovely verdant clumps of biomass will thrive anywhere there's water, soil, and sunshine. I rather like a grass. You can't really have a picnic without it, can you? No, you cannot. So yeah, I don't know. I still haven't decided if there's gonna be. See, there you go. You see this sometimes happens. I don't know why. We'll just leave that grass right there. Even though Stella Router is still useful, the thing kicked back up. I don't know what causes it to do that, but it'll do that sometimes. So we'll plant it back in the green dirt, I guess. I don't know what to call it. There we go. Now it's back with its own kind. But yes. So as I said, this will probably be. I don't know if I'll do this like Battlefront, where I record each episode on its own, or I might just do this like most of the other series, where I just record in a big group and then split it up later. But this episode's definitely probably going to be longer than most of my other episodes. And next episode, we'll go to the new area and all that. So I hope you guys enjoy. Leave a comment if you stuck around this long, or even if you didn't, I guess, but there's no point in me telling you if you aren't listening. And then, in addition, I will respond if you're new. If you're not new, I will also respond, as you know, but I don't have to tell you if you're not new. And I hope I see you here or in any of our other series. It's been fun. Like the video if you liked it, and yeah, yeah, I don't know. It's cool. It's a cool game. It's a cool game. I hope you guys stick around. Honestly, it's I really happen to enjoy this game. Can I jetpack while? Well, I cannot. I cannot use my jetpack while also on a flower. So that question that all of you probably had has now been answered. I'm glad that I'm doing the work of a saint over here. All right. I'm gonna save my game. I'm gonna quit my game, and but I won't quit you, or will I? I don't know. Zoink out.